So what's up, guys? Just a continuation here. I'm Charles, PPC specialist for Parliament Group, and just want to clarify again on what exactly we're talking about. Just a continuation from best methods to, running a PPC ad campaign without having to install a code on a website, be it your website or a client's website. So what exactly is this method? So it's called server-side tagging. So we just want to have a quick one on it and touch base and see what exactly it is, right? And then we'll go, over other stuff, and then we can see if we can also set it up for ourselves. So what exactly is tagging? Tagging, when we're talking of tagging, it's just an act of adding snippets of code, on a website, just basically for uh, uh, data analytics, if you could say, for a marketing team or a marketing partner, or for tools like Google Analytics. Then, so you have two examples of, or yeah, two two examples of clients of server tagging, and that's client side tagging, which deals with your tags on your website, which are executed on the user's device, whereas server-side tagging it tags your website or app, or the tags where the tags on your website or app are executed on a server. So yeah, basically in a nutshell, so that's what we're talking about. So um, what are the benefits then of uh, you know using um, a server-side tagging, right? So you have improved page speed as the amount of third-party code loaded in the user's browser is greatly reduced, and content security policies can be more restrictive as the browser no longer needs to communicate directly with vendor domains. Then privacy is improved because personal data such as the user's IP address can be removed from the data dispatched to the vendor. Cookies can be made more secure, durable because they are set on your own domain and are not set by the JavaScript on the page. Okay, and then we go down with what so basically we have server containers and web containers, right? So when we're talking of server containers, we're talking about they run in the server, right? They digest HTTP requests. They only use sandbox JavaScript. Um, they also incur costs from maintaining the server environment, whilst web containers, so these run in the web browser. They use data layer. They contain they can deploy HTML tags and run custom JavaScript code at runtime, and they are free of charge. So how does this whole process works, right? So you want to look at this diagram here. See, there's a web container. We send HTTP requests to the server container, and then where the server container obviously communicates with the GF4 platforms. You have the analytics and the ads platform, sends data there. Then with the analytics platform, it takes us back to where the web container is. We're looking at the client's website or our own website. So it basically sends tags there. So just to to understand this concept, we're basically looking at tags because the tags are the ones that have the data that we need. So they fire up that data to different containers, and it shows up on our dashboards, be it Google Ads Analytics or whichever. So what where to place these tags, because and of course, what are tags? um they also, you could say, tags can be used only if the client generates an event data object. Not all clients do this, so you need to be aware of how clients work when installing them in the server container, right? So the built-in Google Analytics GA4 client that we'll use in this walkthrough generates a standardized event data object, which makes it easier to fire tags with the incoming GA4 requests. So where to place tags? So the tags you deploy in a server-side tag environment need to know what the user does on a web page or in our app. Then some tags still need to run in the browser or app. Since your server container runs in the server-side environment, it has no access to what happens on a web page or on an app. The container on your web page or app communicates to the server container with network requests. For example, if you want to collect data about user interactions on a web page, such as clicks, scrolls, and form interactions, you still need the GA4 configuration tag running in the web browser to dispatch this information to the server-side tagging endpoint. Similarly, if you want to collect custom events that relate to web interactions, you need to place a GA4 event tag in the Tag Manager web container. So I hope it does make a little bit of sense, but we're just gonna go through the whole process and see if we can crack this. See you in the next video.